Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I hope you are all well. So we're going to talk through the Prep 2 test and we're going to jump back in time to 2023 again, August 2023, when Bella and I were riding the Prep test. So this is at my local dressage club and I'm going to talk you through the test, so the movements as they come up. And also the second box, which is what the judges should be looking for. Also at the prep level, they're generally just looking for the first couple of stages of the training scale, which is rhythm and relaxation. So they're the two key things that you want to be nailing. And we'll have a chat at the end. We might chat about the scoring system, I think. So yeah, 1 to 10 and what they all mean and what you really should be aiming for a 10, but you know, yeah, just where you sit in that and a little bit about what I've learned over the years about how the judges score. So stay tuned to the end if you can, and we will now jump back to 2023. Warming up outside the arena. You have 45 seconds after the judge has tooted the horn. I don't think she had tooted it quite here. We are riding the Prep 2 test. And there's plenty of space at my local dressage club, which I'm very thankful for. But in some instances, you might not have a big area to warm up. So always keep that in mind. And as I mentioned in the previous talk through the dressage test, which I will link that one in the description below, it's a good idea to try, if you can, to get along to a competition before your actual competition you're going to ride at, just so you can get a lay of the land and work out where the parking is, where the warm-up arena is, and all those things, so you're not quite so anxious. Here we go. Enter at A at a working trot rising. At X, halt through the medium walk, salute, proceed working trot rising. The judge is looking for regularity, quality of trot, willing calm transitions, straightness, attentiveness, immobility for 3 seconds. At C, tracked left. They're looking for regularity, bend and balance in turn and corner. At H to E, working trot rising. And at E, circle left 20 metres. And on the circle, the judge is looking for regularity, shape and size of the circle, bend and balance. Then at E, it is trot to K. At K, walk. Well, it's walk between K and A, so that is up to you where you like to walk. I like to walk before the corner. And they're looking for willing, calm transition, regularity, and quality. At F to E is a free walk. They're looking for regularity, reach and ground cover with overtrack of free walk, allowing complete freedom to stretch the neck forward and downward into a light contact. Between E and H is medium walk, and they're looking for willing, calm transition, regularity, quality of overtrack. This is really hard to do after you've done a free walk, is to collect them up and to continue walking for so long. So at H is working trot rising. Well, it's between H and C. And then at B, M to B is working trot rising. And the judges are looking for willing, calm transition, regularity of trot, bend and balance in the corner. At B, it is circle right 20 metres. Again, looking for regularity, shape and size of circle, bend and balance. And then at B to A is working trot rising. and at A down the centre line, and at X halt through the medium walk. And they are looking for bend and balance in turn, straightness, regularity of trot, willing, calm transition, straightness, attentiveness, immobility for 3 seconds in the halt. Then you've got collective marks on the back, which is paces, which is freedom and regularity. You also have a box there for impulsion, desire to move forward, elasticity of the steps, suppleness of the back, and engagement of the hindquarters. Submission, they're looking for willing, cooperation, harmony, attention and confidence, acceptance of the bit and aids, straightness, lightness of the forehand and ease of movements. And the rider position, they're looking at the seat, correctness and effective use of the aids, clarity, I can never say this word, subtlety, independence, accuracy of the test. So let's talk about the scoring, which is what we are here for. We're here to better our score each time we go out and hopefully improve. And it's a bit of a measure of, I find it's a bit of a measure of where I'm at with my training. So there are a lot of areas that you can pick up scores, even if your horse isn't a big flashy mover or you're just at the beginning of your dressage journey, which if you're doing the prep you probably are, and you've probably got a few little issues going on. So a place where you can pick up some marks and get a better score is making sure you've got correct circles, so circle shape, circle size, and they're in the right space within the arena. Also centre lines, and making sure that you perform each movement at the marker or where... Oh, Colm! Did that carrot go down the wrong hole, buddy? Yeah, so they're little areas where you can pick up some marks, and it just makes for a much more pleasing picture for the judge as well. So I'll pop on into what the marks actually mean. So each movement is, he knows I've got a carrot in my pocket. Each movement is scored out of 10. And again, that's another thing to remember is that, here you go, is to remember that it's separate movements. So if you muck up on one, try as hard as you can, try and put it out of your mind and just move on to the next movement, and so that you get a better score for that next movement. So we start off at 0. We'll start off with the worst. So 0 is that it is not performed at all. You didn't perform the movement, so they've given you a 0. 1 is very bad. 2 is bad. 3 is fairly bad. 4 is insufficient, so you obviously tried, but you couldn't do it. 5 is sufficient. 6, satisfactory. 7, quite good. 8 is good, 9 is very good, and 10 is excellent. So, and also the judges give half marks sometimes. So obviously you're kind of in between. I tend to get lots of 6 and 6.5s, a few 7s, and I have actually gained a few 8s for my centre lines lately, which has been fantastic. So I did improve my centre lines by doing a clinic one time with a great instructor, and we did the lesson within the dressage arena, and she worked a lot on circle size and shape, just getting a good visual of where that circle should be in the arena, and also working on the centre lines, like looking early as you come down the long side. As soon as you do that first little turn, look up at the judge, and yeah, because your body follows where your eyes go, so that helped greatly. Anyway, I'm digressing. The other thing is, if you make a mistake in your dressage test, you will lose 2 marks. If you make a second mistake, you will lose 4, so that will be a total of 6. And if you make a third mistake, you will be eliminated. You can also be eliminated if you fall off, if you step outside the arena, or I found this out today, I've only just learnt this, If your horse is napping or unable to move forward or gets really upset and is just nothing's happening for more than 20 seconds, the judge can call it. I think too the judge can also pull you up, obviously, if your horse is lame and ask, then you will be eliminated. I think too when you get up those higher levels, if there's blood in the mouth, I was actually penciling for a judge once and the horse just kept constantly opening its mouth all the time, and she did actually go out. She allowed her to go on. She was a bit apprehensive as to whether to pull her up or not, and she allowed her to go on and finish, but she did go out and speak to the rider afterwards about it. So sometimes it's kind of judge's discretion. If you can get along and pencil or scribe for a judge, it is the most informative and knowledgeable thing you can do. So I have learnt so much by going and penciling. It's also lovely to give back to our sport because they're always looking for volunteers. But yeah, it is so informative, and each judge has different things that they're looking for. I found some judges really look for rhythm. Some judges are looking more for accuracy. So yeah, it's a good thing to do. I hope you found this informative and you got something out of it and enjoyed, and you are enjoying my little dressage series that I'm doing. Please give us a like and a comment, and if you don't already, please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, it just helps my channel out. So until I see you next time, bye for now.